Hello, this is G. You are at All Astrology, and this is the November 2019 energetic frequency overview for Leo. Okay, pay attention, Leos. This is an interesting month. We're going to discuss where does Mars come to life in your chart, which is fascinating because Mars has a 2.5-year cycle. So you're going to want to know where that is. It's going to be a big deal. Something comes to life. Something is reborn. It's Mars. Mars is our impetus. Mars is our strength. Mars is our willing to fight. Mars is our soldier. Mars is our stamina, our fighter. Mars is like, I can run. I can do this. I want to be the first out of the gate. Mars is the initiator. So you're going to want to know where that is. It's a 2.5-year cycle in your chart, in your life. And yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be real big. Now, next, we're going to go over some of the other things that are happening this month that are big, okay? So there's going to be a new moon this month. There's a full moon this month. Those are actually the smaller things. The bigger, beautiful aspects, this is absolutely one of my most favorite months out of the year because this has been like so, it's just been a daunting year. And we've all been waiting for this. I know I have. I can't even tell you. So what else is happening? We're having the galactic center and Jupiter and Venus sitting on top of each other in Sagittarius. All right. So the galactic center is known as source. Okay. Jupiter is beautiful. It's expansive. It's wisdom. It's wisdom. Venus is abundance and peace, beauty, the material, tangible world. So far, it's all sounding really good. You want to know where this happens in your life. Where is this big conjunction occurring? Okay. This is for, I think I already said Leo. Leo Ascendant, Leo Rising, okay? Now let's, one other piece of business. If you're new here, this is G, and this is All Astrology, where we do free subscriber readings. So every subscriber, we give one high-quality reading to, okay? All good stuff, super high quality. This shit's legit, okay? Just comment birth info down below, and we will hook you up. All right, now to you, Leo. So at the beginning of November, literally November 1st for Leo, we have Mars coming to life, so to speak. Mars has been invisible for many months. And now Mars is actually going to show its face. It's coming, it's being birthed, okay? For you, Mars is being birthed in your third house. Now, this is fabulous because I love the third house. I have a good amount of third house energy. Third house is how we communicate, how we think, how we speak. The third house is business, commerce. Third house is the merchant. Like, I got to find out how to make some money. I can figure out how to make some money. There's always an angle. There's always like, ooh, that's a cool idea. I would like to try that, right? That's the third house. The third house is also your close associates. Like that would be neighbors. That would be possibly siblings, depending upon your age or whatever. It would also be areas of your life where you're communicating with friends, communicating not necessarily face-to-face, but like social media, marketing. Sales is the third house. The third house, that's Gemini, okay? The third house has this, a lot of people call it like the white collar aptitude, where it's people who, because they can speak, because they can communicate effectively, they typically have all the white collar jobs, the higher paying jobs. You have Mars coming to life, being birthed in this house for the next 2.5 years. All right, so what you would want to do is take advantage of that cycle. And the thing is, it's probably going to include partnerships in some way because this is Libra. Okay, this is Libran energy. Mars is coming to life in Libra. Now, Mars in Libra isn't all nuts and it's action, but Mars in Libra is more and understands totally. It's got to sit down and talk about things. It's got to sit down and it's got to sit down with another person, not by itself, okay, because it's Libra. Libra is about balance. It's about a partnership, okay? It is about things being equal. It is about let's discuss this and let's be willing to compromise to come to an understanding so that we can work together better. All right, now the next thing, there's a lot going on this month, so I'm going to move right along here. The next thing I want to bring up for you, I've already done videos about the intense energy at the beginning of this month and the angelic overview that we have that's assisting us. So anytime you're in any situation this month where you are, and I'm stressing this for you specifically, Leos, first of all, you're Leos, you're going to be fiery. When Leos communicate, they are like, wow, when they're excited, okay? So this would be a good thing to know that you have Mars in your house of communication right now, all right? So Mars, even though Mars isn't all get up and go-y when it's in Libra, Mars will give you more oomph, more I won't back down to get my point across when you're being all, wow, right? When you've got all that fire to express something you're passionate about. So don't make any decisions or choices until Mars and Mercury kind of link up. Mercury will come to, it'll start moving direct, and it'll actually, Mercury's being reborn this month as well. This happens after the 21st, okay? After the 21st, Mercury has more information. Okay, it's had this entire month of taking in. Well, we're getting downloads from source. We're getting downloads from our soul. We're getting information from people in our life that we know. We're basically gathering data for the first 21 days of this month. So obviously, if you're still in the gathering data stage, you don't want to make a decision while you're still doing that. That's just logical, right? It's smart. Be intellectual and think before you speak. Okay, understand you're going to have a lot of power, and a lot of power is a big theme this month. But again, we have a lot of assistance. We have a lot of angelic support. So just think things through before you step out with a choice, with a decision you feel that you've thought about and you've made, and then voice it. Don't do that before the 21st, okay? You would be happier if you waited, because of the fact that you'll have more information at that time. And anytime somebody makes a choice, makes a decision based upon just a couple of facts as opposed to all the facts, right? Big difference, okay? So keep yourself calm and understand you got to think. Now, let's get you to the next thing that I want to bring up. Actually, let me bring this up here so I'm not going all crazy. Okay, so the next thing is 11/11. This is a big deal. 11/11 is when we have Mercury and the Sun sitting on top of each other in Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is the investigator. Remember I said this is a month where we really are doing a lot of research and just basically being receptive. This month is about receptivity. That is a huge theme for this month. How can I receive? How can I receive? What am I receiving? Who am I receiving it from? Is what I'm receiving fact or crap? Okay, that's what this month is about. Now, 11/11 is Mercury and the Sun, so that's information. Mercury is the messenger of the gods, okay? We've got other nice, beautiful support coming from Pluto, coming from Neptune. So at this time on 11/11, it's not just that day. We have a nice 5 or 6 day span. When I talk about an energy, it's a few days before, a few days after, where things line up, and it becomes more prominent if it's on top of something in your chart, like a planet or a significant point. The only way to figure that out is to put your birth info down below and shoot me a message saying, hey, G, I want to know a little bit more about this, and I'll take care of you, okay? I'll help you to understand something. If it's, the only way I know that is to see your specific chart, though. Now, at this time, you're receiving information. My recommendation, because I've been I like to look at the entire astrology as a picture, not in bits and pieces, and I like to take all of it together and to have a nice, it's like a package. You've got everything together. It's like this great stock I've got on the stove, and I've got all my ingredients in it. I haven't left anything out. But when you eat those separate things, when you eat the ingredients separately, it pales in comparison by far. It's a subpar product. But when you take everything together, right? When you assimilate it all together, it has got great depth you know, in flavor, and it's robust, and it's a delight. So I am recommending for people that what information you get on 11/11, because it is a divine download. It is a portal that literally opens, and it has so much to do with releasing so much crap from our past lives, stuff that our soul its soul is like, okay, we're letting this go. It's not serving us any longer. We're complete. We can release this. And so a lot of this is about that. So just take things in, think about things, try to find time to be alone so that you can best have a clear, receptive spot, a clear, receptive, safe space for you while you're doing this, and maybe track it, whether you write or however you journal, however you keep yourself conscious and aware, because that's what this is. This is a month when we're going to be totally elevated if we are taking our consciousness, our greater consciousness, seriously. If we're putting it into our own hands. This is a month of initiation, folks. This is a month without a doubt of initiation, because there are so many big energies involved. Pluto, the past, the frequencies that are coming through are so high. This is a time where if you want to make that energetic leap, that frequency leap to the higher levels, just all you have to do is keep track of yourself, keep track of what's being mirrored, keep track of what's coming through, sort through it. But the beauty is the 11/11 information and information we have coming on the 23rd, which is the next big deal, will clarify things, okay? But I don't want to jump to that just yet. What I need to talk about is, very shortly, because I'll probably just do another video on it, is we have, after 11/11, on the 12th, there is a full moon in Taurus. Now, this full moon in Taurus will also add clarity to the information from the 11/11. The full moon in Taurus is very grounded. It's very stable. It's, again, more information. It is about values, what I value, what I no longer value. You know, Taurus is simplistic. It likes things to be peaceful. It likes things to be stable and grounded, strong. It likes things that are going to be of high quality, that are going to endure, okay? You're here to endure. And this information we're getting this month is all about that. It is about our soul's evolution. So pay attention to the full moon and understand that, yes, there's things that are likely going to be released as far as I no longer value this or that, whatever it is. But again, don't do anything verbally until after the 21st, 23rd of this month, okay? Now let's move along to the next little setup we've got going on here. And that would bring us to the date of, okay, we've got so much going on. All right, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and jump right to the 23rd now. So the 23rd is the big conjunction with the galactic center of Jupiter and Venus, okay? This is definitely an information highway that opens, okay? And it is about knowledge. It is about wisdom. It's the GCC, baby. It is greater cosmic consciousness, okay? It is source. In astrology, we look at the things, so the planets, the aspects. We see the sun. The sun is the sun. The sun, S-U-N, is S-O-N. The galactic center is the Father, okay? It is the source of all creation within our universe, all right? So we want to be tuned in to that high frequency. The best way to do that is to find a way to be alone. Find a way, if you can be in a meditative state, that's great. Not everybody can do stuff like that, but if you can, wonderful. Trust the information you get. 23rd and on. There's 4 days after that. Just a lot has to do with where the specifics are in your chart and which days would be the greatest impact for an individual. But basically, give yourself a 5-day window where you want to keep yourself receptive and open to the highest possible frequencies. In other words, like I talked about meditation, if you can't do meditation, click to the other side of the brain. Get yourself involved in some sort of a creative activity not necessarily something that requires a lot of intellect, right? I recommend artsy types of things, whether it's music or drawing or crafting, something where you're using the image side of the brain and not the intellect side of the brain, okay? This is a great time for us to grasp what's coming in, to be a receiver of these cosmic downloads, okay? And to really release that which no longer is of use, and to understand that this is another level, another degree of our being, of our soul that's bursting through and saying, this is now you. This is who we are. This is it, okay? This is it. I want you guys to really be aware that this is a time where you're to get on the board and ride the waves of the frequency that are coming in. Ride them, baby. Ride them. Don't sit out. This is a huge month. Those that sit out and don't understand what's going to be there, don't realize the capacity, the potentiality that this energy has, you're just, you're just allowing the platter to pass you. And it's like, why? It's there. It's there for the taking. Receive, receive, receive. For you, Leos, this is happening. This is happening in your 5th house of creativity. Okay, this is in your 5th house of creativity. Should be easy for you to be creative at this time, okay? Find something that you like to do that's creative. I will also mention that the 5th house is children and joy and creativity and romance. So it's in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about the seeker, exploring, searching, okay? It's the astronaut. So find something you can do creative that will allow you to satisfy a sense of freedom, because that's important. You don't want to be structured in your creativity at all. You don't want there to be all these crazy rules. You want to just be able to wow, I just want to express. And that's really what I want you to do too. I want you to just express. Receive this beautiful energy. Now, shortly after this, on the 26th, we have a new moon. So here we go. Beautiful time for intentions, okay? Use this new moon intention power. All right, the new moon is happening in the same location in your 5th house, okay? The 5th house is our heart. Let your heart tell you at this time what's now important to you, who you really are, and put those intentions down. Speak those intentions. Use this time to bring forth that which you want. This is a great time to manifest because we've gotten the information, the cosmic downloads from the universe. And that's basically information you can trust. We now take the whole picture of everything we've gathered, all the information that came from the first 21 days. And we've got the additional information from the universe on the 23rd. And we are in a really good place to know, okay, I am going forward with this, whatever that this is for you. All right? And yeah, that pretty much wraps up your month. The whole Mercury thing and Mercury coming to light, that happens on the 21st where Mercury is reborn. Mercury is born in your 4th house, Leo. So that's family and home, mother. It is my emotional needs. It is my psychological foundation, okay? So it's a really good possibility. Mercury's going to be telling you about a lot of shit, bringing up things, whether it's in dreams or whether it's, through visions or whether it's people that you're talking to that are coming back that are from your past. It could be connected to family, stuff from family, shit that happened in childhood, stuff that happened in past lives. But this is a time to process that stuff and to release it, to let it go, to know I am more knowledgeable now, I am stronger now because of these things. I am more evolved now because of these experiences, okay? So that's tied to family in your psychological foundation. So there's a lot going on. You hear of all the things I just mentioned, and I just think that, gosh, we have such immense opportunity and such potentiality in our hands right here, right now. And I'm excited for every sign in the zodiac. I'm excited. There are gifts here. These are gifts, gifts, gifts. And for Leo, I'm going to be honest with you, one little thing I'm going to add to the end of this reading, that when we have this kind of action happening, when we have this kind of information coming in, you know what? If this was me, if I was a Leo ascendant, I'm just going to be real with you. If I was a Leo ascendant, I would be paying attention to numbers at that time, because in the 5th house, that's the house of gambling. I do not gamble. I do not gamble. I do not play the lottery. But if there was ever a time that I would do it, it would be this month after I got this information on the 23rd. I'm just being real. Not telling you you're going to get the winning numbers. I'm just being honest and saying, if I was a Leo ascendant, looking at what I see, knowing what the 5th house represents, I would pay attention. And if I were to ever feel so inclined to do the lottery, it would be with information I got around this time. And I want to hear feedback. Let me know, because that would be cool. Because sometimes you can win, and it doesn't mean you win huge. You know, you can win smaller amounts, but it's still awesome to win, right? And who knows? It could be big because, well, this is a big month. And I realize it's really, in my mind, this is definitely more about our soul's evolution, but it's about a bigger part of this month is our soul's evolution involving our personality and the physical being, the body, the vehicle that our soul is in for this lifetime, okay? And combining my soul's work with my personality's work and saying, well, I have to now acknowledge my soul's desire, my soul's goals, and move forward with it. Okay? So that wraps it up, Leo. Stay tuned for more videos for November, because there are videos I'm going to release that are going to be more detailed, covering some of these things. Like I just skimmed over the new moon, I skimmed over the full moon. And as these weeks go by, I'm going to also share any more insights and information that I get. And yeah, just share, because that's what we do here. This is all astrology. Bye.